Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm DSP, and this is DSP's Mega Man Marathon 2. Today is August 8th, 2025. I'm excited for a very fun day of classic gaming, and I hope that you all are too. Today, for the second time this year, we're going back down memory lane to the time of the classics. We're going to be playing Mega Man 4, 5, and hopefully 6 in a marathon setting, meaning in this one stream that I'm doing right now, I'm going to attempt to play through all 3 games. Now, we did this back in January, and I was curious if it would work, if people would have interest in it. It actually did pretty good. It got good attendance, good support, and actually on and off during the year, people have asked me, hey, will you do another one? Because you only did Mega Man 1 through 3 back in January. It would be great to see you go back and play the rest of the collection. And so, that is what we're doing today in this marathon setting, attempting to beat the rest of the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 on PC. Today, I'll actually be attempting to use this controller. I don't know how well it's going to go. This is the Mashinike G5 Pro V2. This is the controller that I was using for about a month or two, and it really was going well. And then all of a sudden, this controller stopped working with certain games. Like, I couldn't get the gun to draw in GTA 4 and stuff like that. So basically, I've had it retired for about a month. However, it seems to have a really good D-pad. When I touch this D-pad, this reminds me of the days back of NES. So obviously, if I'm going to be playing Mega Man, I want to be playing on a controller that kind of feels like an NES controller. So we're going to go for that today and see how it goes. Now, if it doesn't work, I still have my Xbox Elite 2 controller that we can go to. That's what I actually played with in January. Let's see how it goes. This is supposed to be a really good controller, and I have used it and liked it, but it just isn't compatible with everything, which is weird. I even have it glowing Mega Man colors. Look, I have it glowing dark blue and light blue colors today, pulsating for the Mega Man event. Pretty cool. And it blends in with like my whole setup here, matches my PCs and my keyboards and stuff. I mean, I am all Mega Man decked out. My keyboards are all blue. I don't know how well you can see that. Probably not very well with the key light, but it's all blue, different variations. The backlight today, it's called Cobalt, is the lighting setup for Mega Man. So I'm excited for today. I am. So how's it going to work? So here's how it's going to work. We're going to hang out for a little bit right now. We'll do a little bit of intro. I don't know how long this will be because this is an aformal podcast. It's more of a hangout session to get people to join the stream. And then once we get through that little bit of hanging out, then we're going to start with the games. So obviously we're going to start with Mega Man 4. When we beat that, we go to 5. When we beat that, we go to 6. The idea is to try to beat all 3 games today on this stream. This stream will be running probably till around 9 p.m. If I need to go longer than 9 p.m., I will, if it means that we're going to finish, say, Mega Man 6. The thing is, in January, I was like, I'll probably get through 4 or 5 of these because these are short games. No. In January, my marathon went from 11 some a.m. like it is right now, all the way until 10 p.m. And we just barely finished Mega Man 3. We just finished it like nick of time. And I had forgotten that at the end of Mega Man 3, not only do you have to fight all Robot Masters again, but also you have to fight Robot Masters from previous Mega Man games. Remember, they brought them back in like the End Gauntlet? So that was kind of interesting. The other thing is, unlike Mega Man 1 through 3, which I've played a good amount, Mega Man 4 I did own and I played a bunch when I was a kid, but 5 and 6 I've only played once ever back in the day when I was an early time YouTuber, before I was a live streamer, before I did direct capture. In the early days when I just had a camera pointed at my TV, I actually did a Summer of Mega Man. And the Summer of Mega Man was me playing through all the classic Mega Man games once. But I didn't have interactive live streaming or anything going on. So I really probably will not remember Mega Man 5 and 6. It was funny because I was looking at the bosses. I was doing these animations for today. And you'll see here that it runs through the bosses of Mega Man 4, 5, and 6. And I was like, who the hell is Tomahawk Man? I don't remember these bosses at all. So in a lot of ways, this is going to be kind of a unique first-time experience. Despite the fact I've played them once before, I'm probably not going to remember much. The difference here is that we're doing an interactive stream. And when we do an interactive stream, that means there's going to be people who are going to be helping me out and say, hey, okay, you should start with this robot master, and then this is the weakness of this master, and stuff like that, so we can get through the games rather than me just trial and erroring it out till I figure it out. And I hope that you guys will do that because, yes, we want to try to get through all 3 games today. Now, there's a few things going on today during this marathon. Allow me to explain and lay out the groundwork, okay? Number 1, today obviously is a normal stream for me, and you guys can contribute to support my content. I hope that you will. When we did this back in January, it actually did quite well for a retro marathon. All right, it really did. It did pretty good. My goal today would be at least to match what I did in January. And if I remember correctly, I'm not even kidding. I think I made around like $750 during that marathon. So obviously, I'd like to try to at least match that today, if not top it. You always want to do better, not worse, right? We'll see how that goes. Now, as you guys are contributing today, we have all new animations. I set all these up this week to try to be ready for this marathon. There are animations for $4.20, $5, $6.66, $10, $20, $30, $50, and $100. All of these are special animations that not only play on the screen, but also all have sound effects that are tied in. There is a Mega Man animation for $10. So if you like Mega Man, you want to see a Mega Man animation, $10 contribution will get that up on the screen. But there's some new ones that I've added that you guys haven't even seen yet because they're newly added. And, how often do you really get someone to contribute, $100? Almost never, right? But during a marathon like this, typically that's when we get some of the bigger contributions. So it would be great today, as you are enjoying the stream, to support the stream. And you can do that through many different ways. You can become a member here on DSP Gaming on YouTube. You can become a subscriber over on Kick. You can give some memberships to your fellow viewers here on YouTube, or you can give some subscriptions over on Kick. We even have sound effects for gifted subscriptions on Kick now. You can do a super chat here on YouTube. You could do a tip via PayPal, which you can actually access that information by typing !tip in the chat, and a link will pop up where you can see the link and you can go contribute that way too. All right. So, number 1, you can contribute during the stream, and for every $100 that I raise today, I will be taking a shot of liquor. What liquor, you say? We have some options. I didn't get it all up here yet because I was setting up and I was able to bring up some of it. We've got tequila, notably Jimador tequila, which is pretty good. It's pretty smooth. I like it. I've had this for a bit. As you can see, I've had some of it already. And tequila right here for shots, okay? We also have, from a previous marathon, the 99 brand fruit pack, which is a variety of fruit-flavored shots that are very strong, 99, so they're like 45% liquor or whatever. Very potent stuff. Some of them taste great. Some of them taste disgusting, all right? So those are options. But I also have a whiskey, and I also have rum. So I can get those if and when we're ready. If you guys say, hey, we want to see a whiskey shot or a rum shot instead of that other stuff, I can get that too. I just don't have it in here yet. I couldn't carry all these bottles up here in one go. All right. So for every $100 raised on the stream, I'll take a shot. And you might say, well, how's that going to affect things? Last time around, you guys had me take a bunch of shots early, and I started playing Mega Man 1, and I was tipsy. So it took me a while to beat Mega Man 1. First of all, Mega Man 1 actually is challenging. There's some really tough platforming and stuff in there. And then on top of that, I was basically almost drunk. And it was pretty darn hard to get through it. Then after that, through Mega Man 2 and 3, things starting to get a little bit more easy. But then at the end, you had me drinking again. So I was trying to beat Mega Man 3 at the end of the night. You had me drinking shots. I was like, oh, God. So it definitely affects the marathon. It affects my performance in the games for sure, 100%. And it'll be interesting to see how much and at what points you actually have me drinking. And you might say, well, why is it $100 for a shot? Because if I make it 20 or 50, you'll have me drinking 10 shots. I'll be drunk. I can't do the stream. I'll be sick. All right. We have to pace it so that it makes sense. Doing it this way, it makes sense. Okay. So that will be happening all day long. Every $100 raised, I take a shot. Now there will be limitations. let's say in some ridiculous thing, I raised like $2,000 today. No, I'm not taking 20 shots within like a few hours. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to kill myself and need a stomach pumping or go to the hospital. But I'll try to pace myself well. I will try to do as much as I can. There absolutely is not any guarantee that I'm going to be drinking every shot, but I'm going to do my best. Listen, I like drinking, so it's not that I don't want to do it, but I have to do what makes sense for the business, right? I have to be able to get through the marathon today, right? Okay. Now, a few things are going to happen determined by the levels of support that we get today on this marathon. The first thing, and this is the immediate, as you can see if you take a look at the top of the screen, this week was a weird week for me. This week, we had some streams that did absolutely horribly, and then we had some streams that did absolutely well. If you actually take a look at the week, it was actually a good one, a decent week. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible. It was pretty good. But the thing is, because of the way that things panned out, we weren't hitting our goals. All right. As you can see right there, goals hit 97 out of 100. In a normal week, we probably would have had the 100 already, but a few things happened, like RoboCop being boring and crashing nonstop, Donkey Kong becoming insanely boring. The thing is, it's gaming these days because it's funny. The streams that are about me, for example, us interacting when I play American Truck Simulator, right? Or a stream where literally I called it Chill with Phil and all we did was hang out and talk for an hour and a half. I hit and exceed my goals. But when I'm dependent on a game, the success of the stream usually is dependent on the quality of the game. If the game is boring and I'm doing my best to get through it, but if it's boring, it's boring. People aren't going to support a boring ass game. Donkey Kong Bonanza has become insanely boring. People don't care about it. I got to finish it now. So, that's the problem. AAA gaming today isn't what it used to be. A lot of these games that used to be able to depend on to be great end up being boring halfway through. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm still playing this. What a slog. So, today, we're at 97 out of 100 goals. The goal is to hit 100 goals as soon as possible. Why? Because today I would like to do a live edition of DSP Tries It. We were trying to do DSP Tries It all week. I'm going to be ordering food from a local restaurant called Claim Jumper, which I have eaten at before. I've had things like a few of their different sandwiches. I've had some pastas. I used to have a rotisserie chicken. They don't have it anymore, which is really disappointing because it was my favorite thing on the menu. So I've eaten there before, but the goal today is to try to get things off the menu I haven't had before. Maybe trying one of their fresh-made pizzas. Maybe ordering a big dish, a dinner, entree I've never had before, an appetizer, a dessert. I don't know. All right? Now, we need to hit 100 goals to do this. That's how it works. Every 10 goals hit, I do a DSP Tries It episode. So, the sooner we hit it, the better. It would be amazing if we could hit that goal within the first few hours because I want to order the food for dinner. And typically I order dinner around 4:35 p.m.-ish during these marathons. Right now, for the record, it's 11:47 a.m. Okay? So we need to hit goals. Oh, that's true. They do have a lobster sandwich. We might get a lobster roll. I wonder if it's any good. Man, I haven't had a lobster roll in years. Maybe I would try that. But anyway, so there you have it. Let's do it and let's hit that goal. So that's number one, is that for your support, I will take shots, but also we're going to be ordering food for DSP Tries It if we hit 100 goals. Now, you might say, well, what happens if we don't hit 100 goals? Well, first of all, that would really suck. Because like I said, the marathon in January, we did 750 some bucks of support, and I want to top that today if possible. I want to see, hey, can we do better, right? But if we don't even hit 3 goals today, I still have to eat. So I already talked to my wife, and she's looking to say, well, if we don't hit the goals, what's the backup plan? We're literally just going to order something randomly. Will I eat it on stream? Yeah, I will, but it's not going to be DSP Tries It. I'm probably not even going to film it. It'll just be me on stream eating and talking with you guys. I won't even treat it as like a taste test. It'll be more like I'm just eating because I'm going to be starving in the middle of the marathon, and then we move on. So ideally, we're going to be doing DSP Tries It. I would love to do DSP Tries It. I want to do a new episode. We didn't have one this week because of the weirdness of this week, okay? But there's sadly no real guarantees that this is going to happen. I guess we have to see what happens. In fact, hold on one second, because I think if I go wide shot here, I turn off the effects, and then if I go to this camera angle, I want to adjust this a little bit because this is the angle that I use for DSP Tries It, but it got moved. It did. See, it actually got moved. I guess a little better. I just want to get the table in the shot as much as I can. And last time it was like half off of the shot. I was trying to hold the food up. You couldn't even see it. I guess this is better. So let me save this. Can I override this? Here, add. There you go. So this is a new shot. These are all the different shots that I have now. This is the shot I use for gameplay. And then this is the shot that I'll use for DSP Tries It. Okay? Cool. Go back to the gameplay shot for now because we're going to do gameplay first before we do DSP Tries It. Okay? Cool. All right. So, good stuff. And that's number one. So number one, every $100 of support hit today, I take a shot. You choose the shot. And when we hit 3 goals, we'll be doing DSP Tries It for dinner, hopefully. But there's another factor involved here as well. All right? Right now, I'm in an interesting position because I've been doing marathons once a month, but usually it's around the beginning of the month. I mean, take a look. It's August 8th right now, right? The problem is this is not aligning with what we're going to be doing for the end of the year. Every single year, I traditionally do a Halloween marathon and a Christmas marathon, and I've also been doing Black Friday events for the last several years. I want to do that again this year. But then that means the marathons aren't at the beginning of the month, they're at the end. So what I want to do is kind of shift the marathons around, all right? But I don't want to not do one for an extended period of time. For example, let's say I do the marathon today. I don't want to wait till the end of September to do the next one. So today, depending on how this marathon does, if we exceed what I did last time, someone actually just looked it up in chat. They said it was $761 that I raised in January on the first Mega Man Marathon, okay? All right, so if we exceed that by $1, if we do $762 today, I will do a second marathon at the end of this month, last weekend-ish, okay? And that will be Mega Man Marathon 3, the finale. My goal today is to beat Mega Man 4 through 6. Then my goal would be to finish 6 if I didn't finish it, 7 and 8. And if there's bonus time, maybe even 9 or 10, which I've already played before. I've never played Mega Man 7 and 8, I don't think. I don't think I ever touched them. So I don't even know what's in them. I know that I think at that point they were on like PS1 or something like that. And I don't think I've ever played them at all. Okay? So if we do that, if we can top what we did in January, then I will do a second bonus marathon at the end of the month. So today is the day. If you were someone who's been asking for the return of the classics, if you've been saying, we want great classic gameplay, we want another marathon with fun stuff like that, then let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can hit these goals. Can we get DSP Tries It today? Can we get, the Mega Man Marathon to be the best one ever, and then we'll do a bonus marathon at the end of the month. So there's multiple things you get. You get me drinking, you get fun animations, you get DSP Tries It, and you get an additional marathon at the end of the month if we hit these goals today. All right? I think I've explained enough. People are saying Mega Man 7 was SNES, Mega Man 8 actually was PS1. There you go. I never played either of them. Cool. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. How are you guys doing today, by the way? I just talked for 20 minutes as an intro. I'm tired of gabbing for myself. Oh yeah, one other thing. When we hit Mega Man 6 today, so if we beat 4 and 5, when we hit Mega Man 6, I'm going to change something in my background. Okay? I'm not going to spoil what it is, but when we hit Mega Man 6, I will change something in my background. All right? Because that'll be like the finale. The home stretch of the marathon is to beat Mega Man 6, right? There we go. Okay. All right, how's everyone doing today? What's up, Chris? How are you? Thank you to Sunny for telling me what platforms the Mega Man games were on. I appreciate that. Copium, how are you? King Michael, how are you? Bottom line is real. What's going on? Rebecca, how are you? Most Tasteless, how are you? Good to see you. Daily Demo, good morning. Perloki, what's up? All right, so now let's get our first support of the marathon. Oh, Kratos Fanboy, how are you? Good to see you. Clearly Not Jamie says, I'm looking to buy a fight stick. Do you have an idea what a good starter option is? At this point, clearly not, Jamie. There are a ridiculous amount of fight sticks out there. Like, seriously, when I was into competitive Street Fighter over a decade ago, there was not that many. Like, the brands that I used to use, Hori, Hori, the Hori joysticks, in general, you could get a low-end one, you could get a high-end one. They were always pretty quality and dependable. But today, I mean, there's seriously so many joysticks. I would be the last person to ask. You would have to ask someone who plays fighting games more actively. Do you want a joystick? Do you want a hitbox stick? That's just a bunch of buttons. Those are different. You know, there's different kinds. There's Sanwa, there's Famitsu parts. There's all kinds of different parts. I'm not well versed on it anymore. I'll tell you this. I use the Victrix. Okay, the Victrix joystick, and it's called the Victrix Pro, has a great body. It's stainless steel. Excuse me, it's aluminum, sorry. And it's very cool to the touch, and it's very comfortable on your lap, and it's weighted, and it's easy to swap between PlayStation and PC, and it's easy to swap out the buttons and the joystick. But the joystick isn't that good that comes with it. The joystick that comes with it wore out for me within a year. I had that joystick since like last summer, and not even a year, and it wore out, and I had to replace the joystick. So if you're okay replacing parts, if not, you probably want to go with something that maybe is a little longer lasting, but I don't know. Again, I would assume the Hori sticks are really good, but there's a ridiculous amount of companies that make these things now. So I would do more research than just asking me. I'm not well versed in this anymore. Okay. Why don't I grow out a beard? Because no, I probably wouldn't like it. I tried when I stopped having an office job and I tried making YouTube my job. I did a few things. I grew out my hair and I grew out my beard. My hair stayed. My beard did not. My beard actually started to really, really bother me because I don't know why, it just made my face itch. Now, a lot of people have said that's natural. It actually happens. And you can either use oils or other things to make your face feel better. And after a while, your face just naturally gets used to the beard, doesn't itch anymore. But the thing is, I have bad skin. I do. If I didn't use special shampoo, I get dandruff. Okay? I get eczema on my hands. It's really freaking annoying. Okay? First contribution of the day, by the way. Thank you to The Block. I'll shout that out in a second. Thank you, The Block, for that. You know what? Maybe I'll do this. Looks a little better over here. It does look a little better over there. Cool. We'll do that. So that way you guys can read the text. Okay. So, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I have problems with my skin. So it very well could have been that I grew out the beard and my skin was having problems. And maybe if I found a way to treat the skin, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But I tried it. I didn't really like it. So that's why I don't grow out my beard. Maybe one day I would. Maybe one day I would try to grow out the whole beard. I mean, the beard would be white. As you can see, this hair here is all white. So probably my whole beard would be white. But maybe I would try to grow it out one day. I don't know. Okay, let's start doing shout outs here. We first tip of the day. Let's see if hopefully it's not a troll. Yep, it's a troll. Just ignore the troll. I knew it. I saw, oh boy, here we go. Okay, I did get a $5 tip here. And this person just says, Mega Man Hype. Thank you so much to the $5 tipper, our first tip of the day. Appreciate that. Mega Man Hype indeed. I am excited for classic Mega Man all day long. I hope that you guys are too. Remember, when you tip me, I won't see your name. You have to put your name in the body of the message and let me know what you want to be called. So this I just said anonymous, but if you gave me your name, I would actually say, hey, so-and-so tipped and said this, okay? Thank you for the first tip of the day, $5. Appreciate that. Okay, so The Block was our first super chatter of the day, $10. Thank you so much to The Block. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. He says, Toadman is the starting robot in 4, and Yusuke Murata, One Punch Man, designed Dustman's Robot Master. Capcom ran a Robot Master contest for the games back in the day. Wow. I remember Dustman is the cannon on his head, right? And his whole stage is like a trash heap, trash compactors and stuff. I remember him. So you start with Toadman. Okay, thank you. I remember Pharaoh Man. Is there a Skull Man? Or is he Skeleton or Skull Man? I think he's Skull Man, right? I remember Skull Man. Can't remember the others. And that's Mega Man 4. I know there's weird bosses. Like I said, Tomahawk Man. And it's like, interesting choice for Robot Master. A guy that throws tomahawks. So, thank you. So, guys, how about this? Let's get me to my first shot. Let's get me up to $100 to my first shot of the day. I'll start to get a little bit tipsy. It'll be funny. and start to enjoy the day, right? I spelled his name wrong? Oh, shit. No, that's how you spell his name. You actually spell his name T-E-H. That's how you spell it. I spelled it correctly. Okay. So, yeah, let's go. Let's get to $100. Who want to see some animations? Like I said, there's new You've never seen the animation for $100. You've seen the animations for $50, but you haven't heard the sound effects. Okay. You also, no one's seen the animation for $30. No one's done a $30 contribution. We've had people who have done like 20 and people who've done 50, but no one who did 30. Oh, I did spell it wrong. There's an H at the end of his name. Okay, I fixed it. So you want to see some new stuff? Here's some cool new sound effects. Let's get some support rolling. All right, how about some subs over on Kick? Who will be the first sub on Kick today? Let's get it going. Who's going to be the first membership on YouTube? Let's find out. Okay. The block says, Capcom would design the stages and run contests for Robot Masters and choose those that match the stages. Oh, that's interesting. We should have a checklist and try to get a contribution of every level. Well, I'm sure by the end of today, this is a marathon that's going to be running a long time. I'm sure that we'll be seeing a lot of them. Really? The very one Russian name, yes, that's that person's name, says, I'm a split screen between my tablet and your stream on an SNES emulator. I'm playing Dragon Quest V, its ultimate retro relaxation. I hope you have fun. Thank you. Oh, Dragon Quest V is good. I remember that one. That was one of my favorites. Yeah, it was a pretty good game. Okay. No, I'm not drinking any White Claws or anything like that today. The idea is to stay at a good level so that way I'm not overly drunk or whatever. And if I drink White Claws, I'm going to be like bloated and full all day. You take shots, it's a little bit of liquid. You're drinking these, soda-y drinks, you get all bloated and gross. I don't want to be bloated and gross today. All right? The marathon will likely run late, but it depends, Toasty. Like, my goal is to beat Mega Man 4, 5, and 6. I don't know how long that's going to take. I can't go past 10 p.m., okay? I can't. That's my limit. I'm not going past 10 p.m. So if we don't beat Mega Man 6 by 10 p.m., then so be it. Hopefully we'll have done well on the marathon, and we'll be doing a bonus marathon at the end of the month when I'll try to wrap it up then. When will gameplay start? We're going to chill for a bit. Typically, my podcast runs to like 1 p.m., but it depends on how things go here. Obviously, I want to build up viewership a bit before we start with the gameplay. So we'll hang out for a little bit, see what you guys want to talk about. If we get bored, then we start with the gameplay. But like I said, the goal here is to at least try to get a shot at me before we start playing. You got bills to pay per low-key, so here's what you do. You go pay the bills, come back, and then you contribute to the stream. Perfect. Good idea. Sounds like a plan. Cydia says, how much longer do you think it'll take to wear down LTG into doing a match with you? Well, let's see. It went from he completely ignores me to he gets angry at people who mention me in his chat to he's doing giant segments of his show where he's ranting and jumping out of his chair, yelling about me, and now he's tweeting about me. So there's levels of escalation. We're getting there, right? Levels of escalation. We'll see. Battlefield 6 is really good. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to be doing the beta. I am doing the beta next week. Yeah, I'm doing it. I think it starts on Thursday of next week, if I remember correctly. I'm going to either do it Thursday or Friday of next week. I'm just not sure which stream yet, but I'm going to do it as the daytime stream one of those days, whichever it's available. Because I'm off Saturday, so I'm definitely doing it one day this week. If I like it, I may play it again on Sunday, because I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if I like it the first time, I'll probably do another stream of it too, but we'll have to see. Kino Casino wanted to give him $5,000 for the match, but then they changed their mind when they learned about his more recent actions. Oh, yeah? So now they're going down that road with him, huh? Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. So what do you guys want to talk about? Because remember, there's no podcast today. There's no podcast tomorrow. But we could hang out a little bit before we start. I told you, my idea here, my goal is to at least get one shot at me before we start with the game. Or at least have a little bit of a buzz before we begin. So what do you guys want to chat about? Let's talk about momentum. Someone just said, let's talk about momentum. All right, let's talk about momentum. Let's talk about the momentum that you can create if you contribute to the stream right now, and we can get that first shot going. Let's go. Here, we did a $5 contribution and a $10 contribution. Who wants to do 420? Who wants to see the 420 animation? How about a 666? Or a 20, or a 30, or a 50, or 100? Let's go. Lixification says, I agree, Battlefield 6 is good. I hope Activision starts putting on thinking caps to make better games. Me too. It's like I've said, competition breeds innovation. The problem right now is there's no real major competition for Call of Duty. They are the biggest FPS every year. They just are. It sucks that they are, but they are. There are other companies that do FPS games, but typically those companies are trying to do the online co-op, survival, battle royale, team-based. It's nothing like Call of Duty, right? If they have competition, they'll actually try. Instead of doing Modern Warfare 1 Remake, Modern Warfare 2 Remake, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, Black Ops 8, Black Ops 9, Black Ops 10, they'll actually do like a new interesting game, which is what they should be doing. Okay? So they need that. Hopefully Battlefield 6 ends up being great. This is a great year for it for me. I'll be able to play it on my gaming PC with mouse and keyboard. I'll love it. I will absolutely love it. So let's see how it goes. Dan Zach did a $2 super chat. Says, can we talk about corn dogs? What about them would you like to talk about exactly? Corn dogs. Bring up a topic about corn dogs and we'll talk about it. Good morning, Trongates Legacy. How you doing? Well, actually, it just turned afternoon here. So good afternoon, Trongates Legacy. Good to see you. You made one in an air fryer and it burned. Oh, I've never had an air fryer corn dog before. I don't know about that. Buck Will says, what do you dip your corn dogs in? Usually some kind of mustard, right? Are you supposed to put it in like a yellow mustard or a flavored mustard? I think that's traditionally what you eat a corn dog with. I know people do all kinds of crazy stuff. They probably dip it in like chipotle, ranch, garlic aioli or something. But for me, I'm a more traditional guy. Just give me some kind of a mustard. JDTV says, expect some minimal graphics bugs in the beta, but nothing too serious. It's been a long time since I've been excited over a beta. It feels like Battlefield 4. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Battlefield 4 was an amazing game. It was like the best FPS of the launch of PS4. So if they went back to their roots and made that, I'd be very happy. Yes, a corn dog is battered. A corn dog is battered. And then you dip it in stuff. Like it's a battered fried, right? It's battered and then fried. Hot dog. Ketchup and nothing else? I know some people like ketchup on there too. Is it true LTG beat me already at Street Fighter 4? No, that was my evil twin who sucks at fighting games. Okay. I received a $10 tip. Let's see who this is. From Mega Rockman. What's the Proto Man song of yours called again? I think it was like Mega Man 10 kicks DSP's ass or something like that. Seriously, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I think that's what it was called back in the day. So here we go. Here's your animation. Thank you, Mega Man Rockman, for a $10 super chat, or excuse me, a $10 tip. Oh, it's Mega Rockman, excuse me. Thank you so much. And then I received a $5 Canadian super chat from Devoclin. Now that is, it's the equivalent of like $3.50. And he says, it's Devoclin, not Devoclin, by the way. How much can you bench press? I can bench press the amount of weight that my pectoral muscles can support while pushing upwards off my chest. That's how much I can bench press. Thanks for the super chat. So we're up to 30 bucks. All right, let's keep momentum going. Who's going to get us to 50? Who's going to do a $20 contribution to get us to 50 right now? How about 4 subs over on Kit? Or a $20 tip or a $20 super chat? And you can see that animation. Now, Tron Gates Legacy, for the record, you've been saying in chat all week that you were withholding this week so you could contribute to the Mega Man Marathon. We all read it. So now the question is, will you put your money where your mouth has been? Very nice. I got another $5 tip. Let's see here. Would I consider a forum? Well, let me play the animation first. My bad. It's an anonymous $5 tip. Thank you for that. And the person says, would you consider a form of a knockout end of year for DSP tries it? If you look up knock-up table, you'll see what I mean. Knock-up table. What does that mean? I see tables on Amazon, display table. It doesn't seem to come up with anything. There's no such thing as a knock-up table. There's a knock-down table. There's no knock-up table. Make-up table. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. So I actually don't know what you're talking about. Neither does Google, apparently. Can you elaborate further? Because I have no idea what that means. If you could elaborate further, I would consider, what you're talking about, but I don't know what you mean. Knockout table? Now they took the book and says knockout table. What the hell's a knockout table? I still don't understand what this means. It shows a bunch of like round tables on a stick or something. Knockout table, royalty-free images. I don't know what you mean. It brought up a bunch of tournament brackets for some football. I'm serious. Knockout tournament template for team sports. Whatever you're thinking, it apparently isn't as popular as you think because there's no results for what you're saying. I'm serious. You have to explain to me what you're talking about. It doesn't seem to exist. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, thanks for $1. Okay. Who knows? It's probably some meme or something. I don't know. Most of the time it goes over my head. Okay. Knocked Up the movie was the pinnacle of Seth Rogen's career, huh? A troll is trying to send me on a wild goose chase. Well, I've already looked up twice and I'm not going to look again. So there you go. If I could only get one, would I get Ghost of Yotei or Battlefield 6 because they release a week apart? Honestly, for me, all right, I would probably get more traction and more long-term fun out of a game like Battlefield 6. Reason being, if it's good, now we don't know yet, but let's assume Battlefield 6 will be really good and a great competitor to Call of Duty. You're talking nearly endless nights of multiplayer fun. And you know the game's going to have many multiplayer modes, plus a campaign. Ghost of Yotei will be good, but it's going to be more. I'm assuming Ghost of Yotei is going to probably be like more of the same, like Ghost of Tsushima. That's not a bad thing. Ghost of Tsushima is an outstanding game, but Battlefield 6 will be a breath of fresh air if it really can hang and compete with Call of Duty, and to have those really fun multiplayer nights. I think that's what we're looking for. So for me, I probably would get Battlefield 6 if I could only get one. Obviously, I'm getting both, but if I could only get one, it would probably be Battlefield. All right, Trongate's Legacy did put their money where their mouth is and just gifted 5 memberships to the community. So thank you to Trongate's Legacy. If you guys are wondering why is there no sound effect for members, because there are sound effects for subs on Kick, but not for members. It's because sadly, YouTube, they never closed this loophole where people could do fake memberships. So because of that, I don't want some idiot troll coming through here and gifting 200 fake memberships and it just keeps making sound effects nonstop for 4 hours. So I didn't turn on sound effects for those, okay? So that's why, and I'm not going to. Until YouTube finally fixes it, which will probably be in 17, 18 years when no one cares about it anymore. Oops, it's 5, not 15. All right. So with that, we are now up to $51 of support, halfway to the first shot. Let's keep going. Big Boss did a $2 super chat. Look up a Sisyphus table. It's super cool, and it draws. I'm not going to look that up. I've already looked up tables enough. And Supervisor Chuck did a $2 super chat. Here's a crumbled dollar I found in my back pocket. Well, thank you. All right, so now we're up to 55. All right, let's keep that momentum going, everyone. Let's get to the 100. We haven't seen a $20 animation, a $30 animation. Let's get some of those. Let's see some of those and hear those sound effects. Let's go. Thank you so far for the early support. Appreciate it. JDTV says, what class do you prefer to play in Battlefield? I don't remember. I remember something that has the heavy weapon, usually the LMG. That's fun. The class that you can throw down the items that assist the teammates. That's fun. But I haven't played Battlefield in so long, I honestly don't. We'll see with the new one. I don't know. I skipped the last 2 Battlefields. I skipped whatever the last Battlefield was, and then Battlefield. I think I skipped 2 different Battlefields. The last one I played was Battlefield 1, and I didn't like Battlefield 1 at all. I thought it sucked. The medic, yeah. What I liked is playing well with the medic, you get a whole bunch of points, but you can really help your team as well. King Maxwell, we are doing shots today. Every $100 raised is a shot. So we're halfway to 1. Let's get it going. Let's hit that first shot, and then we'll probably start with Mega Man 4. I've never had fried green tomatoes. No, I have not. I don't know what those would be like. Hopefully they would be good, but it sounds good. I would try them, but I never had it. Trongate's Legacy says they're going to match me shot for shot today. Well, there you go. When you contribute today, you're not just contributing to get me tipsy, but also Trongate's Legacy. We're drinking together. There you go. Never played Digital Devil Saga. No, never even heard of it. We are playing Mafia starting on Sunday. I know it came out today, but I already had this marathon planned, and I wanted to do it on a Friday because it's a better day to do it. So we will be doing Mafia, the Old Country, all day long on Sunday, first and second streams, which I'm actually hearing was a good idea because people are saying it actually has a slow start. It's like a 2-hour kind of really narrative slow start, and then the game really begins. So I'm glad I'll be playing it all day so we can get to the good parts. I wasn't even aware there is a Persona 4 remake. I heard a rumor about it. Is that confirmed that that's happening? Favorite Mafia game? Not 3. Both 1 and 2 I like equally. I think they're great games. Mafia 3, too boring, too grindy, too much forced open world sandbox gameplay that meant nothing and just padded the game. What's going on, Alex from Phoenix? Good morning. Good to see. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Excuse me. No, it's not that I don't like Lincoln Clay and I don't like the cast of Mafia 3. It's that I don't like the pacing of the game being terrible. The story would have been great if it was just the story. Like what they did with Mafia 1 and 2 would have been a great game. But instead, you wasted 30 hours of all of our time to get through the said game with boring gameplay. It sucked. They really messed it up in that way. What's my favorite Mega Man game? Probably a tie between 2 and 3 in the classics. I like them both. I owned them both and played the crap out of both of them when I was a kid. And then probably Mega Man X. Mega Man X is such a good game. Oh, really? It's going to be coming to Game Pass like Persona 3 Reload. That's interesting. I did not know that Persona 4 was getting a full remake. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I did. I saw the footage. I'm so stupid. I saw the footage of it. They showed it for like half a second. No wonder I forgot. Remember, they were like, Persona 4 remake is coming, and then they just showed him running through the street, and then they were like, okay, bye. Like, what the fuck was that? You didn't show us anything. I remember now. Fox McFox with a $2 super chat said they saved up all week to support today. Enjoy. I can't imagine how you were saving up all week to get for $2. I mean, wow. But thanks. I mean, thank you. But that's saving up for $2 is kind of interesting in 2025. Wow. Oh no, I didn't say it wasn't enough. I'm just saying your statement that you saved up for it was fascinating. But outside of that, I appreciate every contribution. I keep saying this to people that success is based on a large group of people who like the stuff you're putting out, all contributing a little bit. Success is not based on one person coming and dumping and financing everything. Even though it's nice when that happens, and it does occasionally happen. You'll have someone who's a big fan and they want to come by and support you, and they'll do a big contribution. That is not where success lies. Take a look at any of these marathons that I've done this year, some of the ones that have done the best. Usually there's one person who does a big contribution, but then where did the rest of it come from? A whole bunch of people who gave a little. That's the true way to have a crowdfunded success on the internet, you know? I would much rather, and I've said this, I would much rather do a stream where I entertain a whole bunch of people and they each give a little than do a stream for one person who gives a lot. You know, I did the private react stuff for a while there for a year, 2 years. And I enjoyed doing it and it was fun. And I was actually exposed to a whole bunch of different cultural topics and things that normally I wouldn't even know about. But it's more enjoyable for me to be in front of an audience of many who we can interact and have fun. And I can see your reactions than just one person that I'm making a video for, you know? I quite honestly think that the whole private react thing, it did work. It was successful. It made me good money, but it's not where I want to go. I don't want to be someone sitting around making cameos all day. I'd much rather be a live streamer who has an audience who we talk and hang out and have a good time. Someone tipped $2 says, when are you playing the Battlefield beta? Next week. I think if you guys could confirm, I would appreciate it. I'm pretty sure it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of next week, right? I think that's what it is. So that would be what? The 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th? I'll look it up since we're talking about it a million times. Battlefield 6. It is 14th through 17th. I just confirmed it. So I will be playing it either Thursday or Friday of this week as the daytime stream. If I like it, I will play it again on Sunday the 17th. All right. So we'll either do it the 14th, 15th. We'll see how it goes. If it goes well, I'll do it a second session of it. Okay. Cool. The K-pop videos were brutal. You don't know how I got through them. Listen, I enjoyed learning about K-pop for the first few videos, but admittedly, it becomes too much of the same, and then it gets boring. Like, if something's a new topic and I'm fascinated by it because I don't know anything about it, that's cool. But once you're the 10th video in, it's like, oh, brother, well, I got to do it. And that's what I mean, too. Like, when you're doing private videos, private streams, private reacts, you have to react to the content that's chosen for you, as opposed to here, I get to control what we're doing, you know? Oh, I didn't even know that there were challenges for the beta. I didn't even know that. People are saying there's challenges for the beta. If you complete them, you get unlocks in the real game. The Battlefield 6 beta, that is. I don't know if I'll beat 4, 5, and 6 today. That's the goal, but I don't know. Last time, I thought it would be super easy to beat 1, 2, and 3, and I barely got it done. So we'll see today how it goes. Okay. So anything else you guys want to talk about? Like I said, I want to hit the first shot before we start with gameplay, and we're almost there. Who's going to get us to the 100? I'll take my first shot. You pick which one I do, and then we will start with Mega Man 4. Let's go. What the hell's a Labubu? Someone says, do you own any Labubus? What? The fuck is a Labubu? I don't even believe that's a thing. I think you made that word up to make me say a stupid word on stream. Labubu? That can't exist. That can't be real. Ever consider Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning? Well, I've never played the original Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, so no, I never considered the Re-Reckoning. Labubu is the new Beanie Baby? Oh, Lord. They have a new Beanie Baby thing? Oh, my God. What the hell is that? It's hideous. That's not cute. What is with the mouth? Oh, God. That's disturbing. Ugh. No. I don't have any Labubus. I don't plan on having any Labubus. That doesn't remind me of Beanie Babies. You know what that reminds me of? The Wishnik troll fad of the 1980s and 90s. Because I never thought the trolls, they used to, for the record, they used to be called Wishniks. Then they changed the name of them and turned them into troll dolls. But they actually used to originally be called Wishniks. Okay, why were they called Wishniks? Because each one of them had a gemstone in their belly button. And you would rub the gemstone with your thumb and make a wish. And supposedly your wish would come true. That's what originally they were. But then they changed them and turned them into troll dolls instead. I don't know if like Wishniks ended up becoming like trademarked and so that they had to name it something else. But dude, troll dolls were insanely popular. Everyone had them of different varieties and colors and types. They were the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. Even I had them as a kid because, you know, everyone had them. So I had a couple of them as a kid. They served no purpose whatsoever. They literally have nothing to do with anything. They're just dumb as shit. I don't even understand why anyone liked them. They're ugly, too. Their faces look like butt ugly. I just don't understand that. So, these Labubus, to me, that kind of looks like the troll doll fad. Like, they're ugly as shit, but for some reason, people like them. Stuart, yes, I know. McDonald's is bringing back the idea of adult Happy Meals. And this adult Happy Meal supposedly has like a special shake or something with it. Ugh. Here's the deal. We need to hit our goals to get 100 goals hit so we can do DSP Tries It today. Then we can start talking about what DSP Tries It is for next week. If so be it, if you guys want me to go back to fast food and do the McDonald's adult Happy Meal, I'll do it. But we got to get to our goal today. When you're on Kick, you can gift subs. That's how you contribute when you're on Kick. Someone just asked, how do you contribute if we're a viewer on Kick? You have to gift subs. It's the only way. Or you could tip. You could type !tip in either chat right now. It brings up the tips link, and you can send a tip via PayPal. Everyone can do that as well. Beanie Babies, at the very least, are cute, right? In general, Beanie Babies are like animals or whatever, and they're cutesy things. That makes sense, at least. No, I'm not accepting crypto for donations. No. Stop. I'm not even kidding you. Like, my tax guy every year sends out a new notice saying the rules for crypto have changed. If you have crypto contributions or crypto profits, tell us all about it, how you got it, this and that, because every year the taxes are changing and you got to pay this, you got to pay that. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I don't do crypto stuff because it just sounds like a huge problem. It just sounds like this would be like extra work for everyone. It would cost me money because I'd have to pay the guy extra to do this. Like, I just don't want to fucking deal with it. I have more than enough ways you can contribute, right? There's PayPal, there's super chats, there's memberships, there's subs. You can pledge to my Patreon if you really want to go old school. There's a million ways you can contribute. There's absolutely no reason why I need to be accepting cryptocurrency too. You know, there's a million other things you can do. No, I've never seen Arcane on Netflix, nor do I want to. I have no interest in League of Legends at all. Zero. No, I never saw that. Usagi Jojo says, did you ever see that they actually sold official troll action figures like battle trolls and stone protectors? No, I never saw that. I'm sure it existed. I believe you. But no, I never saw those. I was during the original era of Wishnicks. First, they were called Wishnicks. Then they were called Wishnick Trolls. Then they just became trolls, which is really weird that they changed over time. It makes me feel like there was something there legally that they had to change the name of them. All right, guys, let's do it right now. Let's hit our first $100 milestone so I can take a shot, and then let's start with Mega Man 4. Let's do it right now. Who's going to do some subs on Kick? Who's going to do a nice big tip or super chat? Get us to 100 right now. We'll take the first shot. We'll get started with Mega Man. Let's do it. Trolls accidentally became public domain for nearly 2 decades. What? Another one of these stories? We were just talking about this the other day, that Night of the Living Dead accidentally became public domain right away. What the heck? Did I ever have Pogs? I don't think I actively ever bought Pogs, but like you could get them everywhere. For a while, Pogs came in your freaking breakfast cereal box. I'm serious. They'd like give you Pogs for some bizarre reason. So I did have some. I didn't have a lot, but I had like a few different Pogs with the slammers and shit or whatever they are, but not a ton. I never had too many. Nor did I ever really play the game with anyone. I just had them collectible, but I never did anything with them. Street Sharks or Gargoyles? Gargoyles. Street Sharks sucked. Gargoyles was a legit, really well-written cartoon with an ongoing narrative and everything. Street Sharks was stupid. No, I never played Wolverine's Revenge on PS2. I played very few PS2 games. I pretty much missed the entire PS2 console era because I was busy doing competitive Street Fighter during that time of my life. No, I never watched Biker Mice from Mars. Do I still have the Mega Man hat? There is no Mega Man hat. I never had one. Unlike, I was just saying this the other day, with Mario, you can now get Mario hats, Mario clothing, an entire life-size Mario outfit, right? Mega Man, there's like nothing. The only place that I've seen good Mega Man stuff is like cosplayers make it themselves. And they spend a whole bunch of money designing it and shit themselves. I've never seen like a good Mega Man hat or a good Mega Man, like a Mega Buster accessory. I never seen that. Yes, I watched Darkwing Duck. I watched the whole Disney afternoon back in the day. That's cool. The block says he has a Mega Man 15th anniversary scroll. I had some really good Street Fighter art back in the day, like posters and stuff. Not anymore. I got rid of it all, but I used to have some good stuff. No, I was aware of Samurai Pizza Cats, but I never really watched it. But I knew they existed. I even remember Samurai Pizza Cats. The American theme song for it was obnoxious. No, not coffee. I'm just drinking filtered water for now. I'm waiting for my first shot. I want to take a nice shot, but then get started with Mega Man while I'm, getting something going. But I guess it's taking forever. I don't know. Like I said, guys, the idea is to hit 3 goals so we can have dinner. DSP tries it. But right now, we're not even hitting $100 for a shot, so I don't know what's going on today. Remember all that we have going on? I talked about it earlier. I'll reiterate. Every $100 raised, I take a shot of your choice, and I have tons of different liquor to choose from, including tequila, whiskey, rum, and flavored 99 shots that are really strong. Every $150 is a goal. When we hit 3 goals today, we're doing DSP Tries It, Claim Jumper, a local restaurant that I want to order dinner from today. But dinner would be in roughly 4 hours. So we have to hit that in 4 hours. And then if we top what I did in the Mega Man marathon in January, which was, someone had brought it up, said it was $761. If we top that today on this stream, I'm doing a bonus Mega Man marathon at the end of the month. to finish up these collections and try to get through all the games. Okay? The lights theme is called Cobalt, and it's a mix of white, light blue, and dark blue, which makes it look just like Mega Man. So that's why I picked this lighting theme for today. Gerald Washington gifted 1 membership. Thank you, Gerald. So now we're up to 62 in support. Again, we got new animations. We got new stuff going today. Can we get to the 100 right now? And then we can start with the game. All right. Are we done? I guess no one's really talking anymore. All right. We'll get started then. Let's get set up and get started. Hopefully we do well today. I want to be, like I said, hopefully I can get through all 3 games. I don't know. I don't remember how long they are. That's the problem, is that I've only played these like once, so I don't really remember how long they are. Official Re-Nirvana gifted 5 memberships. So that'll be 77. We're up to 77 of support now. There we go. Thank you to Official Re-Nirvana. I appreciate it. No, the one Donkey Kong Bonanza is on hold. I am going to resume it next week, but I'm not really playing it that much because basically it's insanely boring now that we're nearing the end game and no one really wants it. But I've already invested like 20 hours in, so I want to see the end. So we're just going to play it slowly. Every once in a while, we'll throw in a night stream until we beat it. Thanks, Bookworm. Bookworm did a 38-month membership notification and said, good luck. What's up, MVL Roy? Good to see you. Mega Man 4 should be a cakewalk. You think so? I don't recall it. I don't recall any of these. We'll see today as I play them. All right. I got a $6.66 tip from someone who said, fire, 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 fire. There we go. Thank you for the 666 tip. Fire, fire. See, now we're talking. Now we got stuff moving. Now we're at 83. Look, we're only 17 away. Let's go. Let's hit that first 100 right now. Pick that shot, and then we'll get started. Usagi Jojo says, Mega Man 5 is the most forgettable. I only even remember 2 of its bosses. Wow. Kida says, are these games considered tougher than the ones from the first marathon? No, but they're longer. That's the thing, is that these are longer games, so it might take me longer to beat them. So we have to see. Do I recommend Steam Deck? I don't know. I don't have it. I don't have a Steam Deck. Can't comment on that. Mega Man 1 is the hardest because there's no E-tanks. Yeah, and it's ridiculous, the freaking jumps. There's like tough-ass jumps and instant deaths and just cheap crap. Mega Man 6 has a hovering ability. Really? See, I don't remember this stuff. I don't. I only played them once. I never played any Game Boy Mega Man games. No, I did not. I owned a Game Boy late, very late in its life cycle. I had Game Boy Pocket, and I only had Pokemon on it and Tetris because it came with Tetris. That was it. So I've never played really any of the Game Boy games. I missed out on them. What perks do you get for being a member on YouTube? You get a cool crown to show how long you've been a member, and you get access to all of my emotes, of which there's like an insane amount of emotes. Like a ridiculous, over-the-top amount of emotes that I have on YouTube. We did play Mighty Number 9. Yeah, I did a full playthrough of it when it came out. I thought it was good, but so many people crapped on it. It's pretty sad. I thought it was pretty good. No, never had a Microvision handheld. I had a few Tiger Electronic games and other portable games like that. And then I had Game Boy late, and that was it. And then later on, I got Game Boy Advance for myself. I bought it and liked that. I had the one that folded. That was like a square that folded open and closed. I had that one. I really liked that. It had a lot of cool games on it. Where did I get the Mega Man from? This is bead art that I got from a convention over a decade ago. I would say probably I got this in like 2011, 2012 at a gaming convention before they blew up in popularity at like an artist's alley. Someone was making all kinds of video game like pixel art, and I got Mega Man. I actually had him on my wall back in the day for the longest time, and I kept him, so now I have him here for my background. All right, folks, I just received a $17 tip from Ugly Tuna Roll. Thank you, Ugly Tuna Roll, for getting us to our first shot of the day. Let's see what he has to say. What's up? I hope all is well. Have a great marathon. Cheers from Japan. Thank you, Ugly Tuna Roll. All right. Very nice. So now, what do we want? Why don't we start off with a nice strong shot from the 99 collection, and you guys pick which one you want. Let's see. Let's see what we've got in the 99 collection today. We've got, oh, I don't need the shot glass. Let's see what we got. We've got watermelons. We've got black cherry. We've got mango, blackberry, peaches, oranges, pineapples, pink lemonade, and raspberry lemonade. What should I do? We don't have banana. That's the one I drank last time. So we don't have 99 bananas. We have all those other flavors, but not bananas. I already had it. Common Gamer was the first person to speak up and said mango. So we're doing mango. They were the first person to speak up. So they get it. Let's see where the mango went. Where the hell did it go? Mango. 99 mangoes. Here we go. Shit. I'm going to have to get like napkins. I have a few here for today, but I don't want to make a big mess in my office drinking. So I'm going to have to probably get more soon. Now remember, we have a lot today. We have all these, but we have tequila, whiskey, and rum. We have a lot of stuff to go through and try. So let's see how it all goes. But let's start with 99 mangoes to start the event. Here we go. Shit, I hate that these things are somehow... Ah, there we go. Sometimes hard to open. Tiny little bottle cap. Okay. Ooh. I've only had this once before, many months ago. It smells good. It actually smells legit good. I hope it tastes good. I don't remember if this one was good or not. All right, ready? All right, everyone. Mega Man Marathon 2 getting started. Down the hatch. Cheers and salud. That is good. It's very sweet, but it actually has a good mango flavor. That's good. That's a good one. Some of these are terrible, but some of them are pretty good. That one's actually a good one. Sweet. All right. Well, now more contributions came in. I got a $2 tip from Mega Rockman. He says $15 to go. Oh, well, we did hit it. Thank you, Mega Rockman. We did already hit the 100. Now we're at 102. Thank you so much. Now we're working towards the first goal to make DSP tries it happen. I received a $5 tip from Common Gamer. If you made a Mega Man game, what would you name the 8 bosses? Oh, God. I don't know. That's a question we'd have to sit here and try to think of silly bosses to design for a Mega Man game. Maybe we'll do that someday, but not today because we got gaming to get to. I do appreciate your tip. Dale is Wrinkly did a $5 super chat saying that LTG insulted my wife. Wow, what an original thing to do, to insult someone's family member who's not involved whatsoever. Right? That's a nice thing to do. I mean, it just speaks to his character, doesn't it? Anyway, thanks for the super chat. And then I got a $1.25 tip. Ew, he says, hello from Bangkok. A man who goes to bed with an itchy butt wakes up with a stinky finger. Oopsie poopsies. Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, that's revolting. All right. See, now we got some momentum going. Now we're talking. Now we're up to 113 and climbing. Can we get to 150 and get to our first goal of the marathon right now? Who's going to get us there? Don't you guys want to see some of the bigger animations? I know I want to see the $30 animation. We haven't even seen it yet. It's a new one we haven't even seen. My controller turned off. Okay, I got scared. I was like, did something just break? No, my controller turned off. Phew. Do you know what's hilarious? So now people are angry on the Kick Chat. You know, the LARPers. They're angry that now support started coming in. They were happy when for the first hour there was almost no support. Now I've already topped 100, and now they're all upset. They're very upset. Oh, it feels to be getting success now. Oh, can't take that. Excuse me. Yes, I do have a $100 animation. I said $4.20, $5, $6.66, $10, $20, $30, $50, $100 are all unique with their own unique animations and sound effects. Can I drink a shot again? Yes, when we hit 200 bucks of support, it's time for the second shot. Okay. Well, I said if you got me to 100 beat start, let's live up to that expectation. All right, that promise, I should say. Let's do it. Thank you guys. Great little intro here. I'm very excited to see how I do. I'm very excited to see how the marathon does. Will we have DSP tries it? Will we actually qualify for a second marathon at the end of the month? Let's find out. Here we go. All right, guys, thank you so much.